Hiya Duck, we're back with another nail video and you won't believe what I'm going to do because I bet you're sick of Silly everywhere, but people have asked me to do it, so what the hell, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the Vertical Ombre French. Let's get cracking. And I'm not just going to do one version, we're going to do a few different ways of how to do this. So, you'll be pleased to know we've just got the Aliana hand in today. And not Faye. So I'm going to work on this tip. Before I work on tips, what I like to do, and this is really, really important, is to make sure I buff that surface. Because we want it, oh look at that, I'll just flick that off, shall we? What we want is to create an etched surface, just like you would if you were doing a natural nail or it was being done on an acrylic nail or a gel nail, any kind of extension. So we're going to buff that. We're taking off the shine so we have an etched nail. I'm going to wipe over the nail with clean up solution. This is going to grab out of the particles of dust and it's also going to clean it up. Now this is a natural nail, it's going to dehydrate it as well. So not only is it going to clean it, it's going to dehydrate it, which is perfect for when we're using gel polish. That's what we need. We're going to base coat first. This is going to give you maximum adhesion. So the Kirsty Meakin base coat mimics the natural nail, so it has flexibility as well as amazing adhesion. We want everything to adhere really well onto the nail. So let's pop that in the lamp. Now this kind of effect we have actually done before in a different way. We did it on Fay'd, believe it or not. Do you remember the black and white stripes, like a bit optical illusion-y? And they were
arrow puffing ones.
The arrow puffing ones, yeah. Reversed ombres, weren't they? Yeah. So it's the same kind of thing, but we're going to use gel polish today, and we're also going to use pigment. I'm going to show you two different ways. Oh, three actually, because there's another one as well. How we can create this design. It's entirely up to you which one you want to do. You will find, you know, that one way will be easier for you than the other. So I'm going to use Silly Billy. And I'm going to use Sandra. When you're picking your colours, ideally you want one lighter than the other. So there could be any colours, but you want one slightly lighter than the other. That always works really well. So I'm going to put Silly Billy on this side. Like that. Then I'm going to put Sandra on the other side. She's going there. Make sure if you've got any colour on your brush that you do not just whack it straight back in the bottle. Make sure you clean that first. So we've got our colours laid down. I'm going to take the Fay'd brush, which is our ombre brush, and I'm going to start at the top and just bring this all the way down, going from top to bottom. And the more that you do this, the more that they will blend. I've gone slightly to one side, and then I'm going to go slightly to the other side. And what I want to do is take off the excess from this brush and go back in. You'll notice it blends a little bit more now we've taken that excess off.
Looks like a fruit salad.
Oh my God, it does, Jay. It's a fruit salad nail! So I've just taken off the excess again. And I'm just going to do this side here where it starts to blend. So we've got a nice blend there. Drag off the excess. Then we're going to come to this side because we want this side to be blended more. So top to bottom. So you've got that nice ombre in the lamp. And then we're going to repeat so you get full coverage. I saw somebody put online, they said, if you come in the salon and you've booked, a set of nails with nail art, do not be asking me for the Vertical Ombre French, because you will definitely not have enough time, because it takes a long time to do. So it's nice on a few nails, but bear that in mind. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to reverse these. So I'm going to come up here with yellow. You want to create a rough French at first, okay? And then you can get your lily liner and you can, start to titillate your French and make it, nice and neat.
Titivate, what word?
Titivate. Well, I don't even know where that word comes from. Do they use it where you're from?
I have heard it before, but it's not something I hear regularly.
Maybe it's a Stoke thing. Titivate, we're titivating. And we're gonna do the same on this side.
Oh, it looks finished already there.
But you're already getting that illusion, aren't you? Yeah. It is really cool. I know it's a bit time consuming. And if you're a client that wants this, make sure you make your nail artist aware that this is what you want. So they can allocate the time, and it will be charged for. You've got to charge for that time as well. Okay, so let's take off that bit of bulk there. Once you're happy with your smile line, you're going to get your brush, your Fay'd brush, and just start to create that fade. And the cool thing about this is it doesn't matter if you mess up your smile line. I'm going to show you how to correct it. Because when you're going backwards and forwards like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, you will mess up your smile line a little bit. What's important as well is, to not get a bit of fluff in like I've just done, is to make sure that when you wipe off the excess from your brush, make sure you go back. Don't spin the brush round, because you will still have a little bit of that pink on one side and a little bit of that yellow on the other side, even though you've wiped it off. Now you think, right, my smile line's a little bit messed up. So you're going to got a 3D Adam brush. This is a synthetic 3D brush. And it's really good for sweeping out smile lines. So you can clean up your smile line with this brush. It's super for it. It's just so nicely shaped that it's perfect for this. Take off that bit of excess, we don't want bulk. Into the lamp. So we're going to repeat this now. So this is your second coat. So we've put a bit of Sandra on, and now we're going to put Silly Billy on. And let's create the fade.
Or rhubarb custard, it could be rhubarb custard as well.
Rhubarb and custard. Oh yes, it's a bit rhubarb and custard, isn't it?
It's got a very sweety vibe colour then.
Yeah. Let's clean up the smile line. Once you've got that first layer down, this part, the second layer is a lot easier to do because you've already got that guide. Oh, it does look very cool. Right, let's pop that into the lamp. And we're going to use the matte top coat now, because I just think this design with matte looks stunning. It looks nice glossy, but I think matte just makes it look extra wow. Well, how good does it look in matte?
Oh.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely love that.
Love, 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 love it. Oh, yes. I love it.
Delicious.
It is delicious. You're right, Jay. It's delicious. Starbucks is better. Oh no. Starbucks is better. No, Starbucks is the one. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a different way. So let me just buff the tip as we did before. Right, so with this one, I'm going to use pigments and we're going to use the same kind of colour scheme just so you can see which you prefer. It's an open opinion. I'm going to put base coat on this nail just like we did the other one because we want it to adhere. Notice how I really splay the brush to get that nice and thin. I mean, a bottle of base coat is going to last you so long because you apply it so thin and it already goes on thin as it is, but then when you're dragging it off like that, you barely use anything, so it'll just last way longer than anything. Then we're going to use whiteout. It works best with a highly pigmented white. Now you want this to be as smooth as possible. So let that gel polish self-level. And in the lamp. So these pigments are from Meakin, and I'm going to be really daring and open all three of them and try not to spill them everywhere. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to get a bit of kitchen towel because this stuff just loves to go everywhere. Then what I've got is, this is the Brendette brush, but I use this one for pigment, so I really fluff it out and let it dry. So when you've cleaned it out, make it fluff up like this and let it dry so it's nice and chunky. Chunky! So it's perfect for pigment. Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to get the yellow. And I'm going to pop it onto, rub it into the brush with paper towel, and we're going to put this on and it will stick to the sticky layer. The reason I'm rubbing it into the paper towel is because we don't want to have too much. If you put too much on, it's going to be too thick and you won't be able to get that soft fade. So I'm just getting quite dry with it now, and then I'm going to get the orange. So I'm just going to clean that off on the paper towel and get some orange. Push it into the brush. Oh, it's very orange. There's definitely a lot more orange than what we have on the other nail. Clean that off. Start to buff here. So you blend, and you can go back into a bit of yellow. So you can blend even more. So this is where you can add more pigment. But don't get it on the other side. Okay, so now, pink. So you're rubbing that into the sticky layer, and if the brush starts to stick, then you know you need more pigment. Nice, don't they? That orange and the pink. Yeah, they look so nice. Oh yeah. Then you want to take a soft brush and just dust off the excess. Okay, so now I'm going to top coat. So make sure you've got off the excess, because if you don't and you top coat, it's going to be all in your top coat. And I want to top coat because it's pigment and I don't want it to be erased when I do any cleaning up. You could matte top coat if you wanted to, or you can gloss. It doesn't really matter. It does look so nice with it. Oh, it just looks dead nice, doesn't it? Like, I'd just be doing that on every single nail because it looks so nice. Right, what I'm going to do now is just going to buff because I want this next part to really stick. So a soft buffer. So this is a 120 buffer. If you use a 100 grit buffer, it's probably going to be a little bit too harsh. If you don't do this part, then what will happen is you will possibly have a little bit of peeling, and that's what you don't want. You don't want your client to walk away with beautiful nails and then you go, oh, she rings you and says, oh look, it's all started peeling. It's just over that. Then we're going to go white again. So we're going to do the French. Same as we did before. You can always do it with the brush or you can do it with your lily liner. And the reason we use white is because pigment shows up really well over the top of white. So now I'm just going to make sure my smile is good, make sure I'm happy with the smile line. I think even that looks quite cool, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Looks really neat.
In the lamp, and you only need one layer of that white because the pigment will be enough to make it completely covered. Just make sure we've got that Brenda brush clean of pigment because we're going to go back into the yellow and the other colours. We don't want it to all smush in there and make a dirty mess. So again with the yellow, up down 1/3 of that nail. And the orange. Pink. And again, if you get any beyond your smile line, you can just clean that up with your brush. And let's dust off any excess. Do we gloss top coat this one or do we matte?
I think both of them look awesome.
Oh, let's matte it just because then you can compare better, can't you? Right, let's get it in a lamp. Oh, I've made a right mess, haven't I, here? Oh, I love it.
Very nice.
Let's compare them. I think they're both as good as each other, but I actually prefer the ombre that you get from the gel polish.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you.
I do think that the pigment application is a little bit quicker. But I think I do prefer. I prefer the finished result of the gel polish.
Looks a little bit smoother.
And also the reality of it is, it does take a while. I do love it. I do absolutely love it. So I'm gonna do a different way of doing it. So I've buffed, we're gonna base coat now. Then we're gonna use Void, which is our black. It's super black. I think I've gone adventurous, it's quite a long nail. And we can get away with one coat of that. Then we're going to use Silver Fox, which is a top coat. I know, and it's got all sparkles on it. It's a bit gorgeous. But it's a magnetic, what I call magic eye. I know you call them cat eyes, but I always call them magic eyes. So we're going to do a coat of that. Push it away on one side. So you get it as black as you can. It'll take some doing, but we want to push that away. That's it. Right, okay, so we're black on this side, yeah? Sorry, get that angle. There you are, we're black on that side. Then we're going to get the ombre brush and we're going to reactivate this side with the ombre brush. And then we're going to pull the ombre brush through and you see how it activates the particles again. Reactivate. The more you touch it, the more it will, those particles will come to the surface. Oh, it's kind of worked.
So yeah, you got all the eye pigment on one side of it.
Yeah, but I want to do 2 coats of it so we get it more intense. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to feather out that side so it hasn't got as much on. I'm just going to push it away a bit and pull it back here. And you've got to watch how it moves. And once you're happy, straight into the lamp because it will continue to move. And again, right, this is a top coat, yeah? So we have the black to the cat eye, and we have got a bit of that cat eye effect, which I love. Because it's a top coat, I want to buff. And I'm buffing so that the next layer of gel polish will stick to the nail. Clean up solution, lint-free pad. It'll capture the dust and clean it up. I can still keep finding pigment everywhere. Pigment's like glitter, you just find it for days. So we're going to go with black again to create the smile line.
Like a velvet nail bed with a
I know, yeah, it looks quite nice like that, doesn't it, as well? Right, lamp. Right, so we're going to go directly over the top again. Push it away. Pull it back. And then reactivate. In the lamp, and again I just want to buff because I want everything to stick. Let's clean it over. And then your last coat of your Silver Fox. And I'm going to blend it over, push it away, pull it back. In the lamp. Right, let's top coat it. We're going to do this one shiny because we want to see the sparkle. Oh, it looks cool, doesn't it?
It looks class.
I love it. I like it. The hardest thing about doing this kind of vertical ombre effect is your magnets, but because the nail is so curved, is getting it to sit, you know, getting that effect to sit in the right place. But I love it. I think it looks really, really cool. Oh, look. There are 3 different ways to do the latest trend vertical ombre with 3 different products. I hope you enjoy playing with this technique. And what I want you to comment is which one was your favourite one, and also which one you think is the best one to do for salon nails. Please comment. I want to know. I want to know. So there you are. And what?
And
who makes the best coffee? Is it Costa, Starbucks, or Nero? Tell us. But everything I've used today will be listed below. It's always going to be in all the videos. Everything I use will be in the description box, along with discount codes and things like that for you. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra! My throat sounds like it's a bit dehydrated today. What's needed here? I haven't been drinking. God, don't drink the clean up solution, please.